Okay, let's take a look at the Sig P238. We didn't have any of these for the longest time. We finally got a couple of them to take a look at. These are single action only, 1911 style pocket pistols made by Sig. Very high quality, very well made. And we've looked at them at the various trade shows, but this is the first time we're going to have a chance to really take a look at one up close and personal. So, some initial impressions: very solid in the hand, fairly comfortable. A little bit of issue back here, digging into my palm of my hand, but that happens with most 1911s. Great mag release, right where we expect it, drops free. Nice, big, not super huge, but easy to work slide release. We've got a safety back here, so if you're familiar with the 1911 manual of arms, very similar, just scaled down, very much like a Colt Mustang. You can see I've got fairly large hands, but it's easily a pocket pistol. I suspect it'll fit in most pocket pistol holsters. This particular one has a nice set of night sights. Very nice sights for any pistol, let alone a small pocket pistol like this one. Not only that, but they're definitely, well, first dovetail, so they're removable. You could probably change these or replace them. And then it's got the ability to rack the slide on that back sight, and I find that a great feature, and especially in a little defensive pistol like this one. You have to carry it with the hammer back, and unsafe. Not something I'd necessarily want to carry in my pocket, however, so I don't think this is necessarily a pistol for me, but definitely would enjoy shooting one. The sights, very easy to acquire, of course, being night sights. They usually are designed for combat or defensive use. Here's their simpler design that doesn't have the night sights, but it does have, again, a very nice set of sights. So similar type of sights, same design, ability to lock it back with just one hand. Basically the same parts. Difference is an aluminum grip, which to me feels just a bit more comfortable. The vertical lines here actually are just enough to give your fingers something to grip onto. The wood grips do have a little bit of texture, but they seem to be made more for looks than for ergonomics. As far as the slide goes, nice serrations on the back of the slide here. Real easy to pull that back. The spring on this is very light. I've dealt with lots of 380s in the past, and this one has got to be the easiest one I've dealt with to lock back. So I imagine for female shooters where that can be an issue, this one would definitely not be an issue. I mean, I'm able to, with my little pinky finger, pull that slide back. Very impressed with that so far. So let's take it apart. Magazine, witness holes on both sides, no numbers, but we're only talking a 6-round mag, so it's not the biggest deal. It is marked Sig 380 on the bottom. They come apart like a 1911, so we're going to pull this back to the disassembly slot, pull it out. Again, very 1911-like. Taking a look at the frame, full of rails like we'd expect in a non-polymer gun. Basically a tiny 1911. I'm not going to get into too much detail here as far as taking it apart, but very easy to take down and reassemble. Fairly large spring, metal guide rod. A lot of people look for metal guide rods. Nice little barrel. Let's take a look at that rifling. Pretty decent. A little dirty from test firing it. I think I see a little firing pin safety up there, but no expert on these on the insides. The nicer one here comes in a package with this little holster. It's a nice little polymer holster that's form-fitted, holds it on the trigger guard, locks it right in. Real handy for the range, or even on a belt, or potentially in a larger pocket. So 380 Sig P238. Had a little trouble with this one, taking it apart and putting it back together, but it's all back together now. So just be aware of that you don't overextend it. Otherwise, great little ergonomics on it. I think like SIGs, in my opinion, are great guns, but they just cost a little too much. And in this case, I'm just not ready for a single action only pistol in my pocket.
The guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching GunWebsites.com.